Okay.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's Mille
And Emma.
Hi, from Nour Wellbeing. So I will start the watch parties, and I will start Emma off with a question. So would you please introduce Nour and tell us what that is about?
Sure. Nour Wellbeing, if you haven't heard about us before, or you haven't heard how we talk about the whole concept of Nour Wellbeing is different things for different people. It depends on what people come to us for. Some people come for yoga or fitness classes, some people come for medical or healing therapies, some people come on holiday and for the desert retreats. Some people come for a mixture of all of those.
Mm-hmm.
So it really means different things for different people. They can take one part, take all of it, take some of it. It really depends on the time they have and what it is that they're looking to do.
Yeah.
But really behind all of what that is, that there is a concept for Nour, and that is that we offer a holding space for people to go through some form of transformation. Be that in a holistic way, so they combine maybe some fitness, some healing therapies, some workshops, courses, or whatever. But what we offer is that space to allow that to happen. Without the amazing teachers and therapists that we have, we can't hold that space. So it's also a platform for these teachers that we have here at Nour and the therapists that we have. So we really sit almost like the alchemist of moving things together and advising people about maybe which classes is good for them, which therapies could be good for them to help them even connect with themselves, whether they have health issues or physical issues, or they're just looking for some sort of lifestyle change, but looking to do it in that holistic way. I think I would summarize it something like that. Would you feel the same?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also pretty much like the description that we have on the page, that Nour is like a beacon to spread light for people who are.
I think that's a really good point. For those of you that don't know, that Nour actually is an Arabic word, and it means light. And light can be so many different definitions for different people, but as Millie says, we use a description on our pages that it's almost like this beacon of light that can guide or help people make a small change, a big change, whether it's personal development, health-wise, holistically, spiritually. And again, it all comes down to the point that we are that space that holds it together with the teachers and the therapists that we have, and also some of the amazing people that pass through Dahab that come to also share what it is that they offer, isn't it? And usually they appear at the time when there is a demand for it. Yes. Which is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever experienced by doing this work, is that someone will always come around the corner to offer what they offer, their profession, their expertise, at a time when people really need that. So it's a melting pot, a holding space for whatever needs to happen will happen. Yeah.
I think that sums it up really nice.
Yeah.
So we're here and there's nobody in the studio. This is normally where all our activities, fitness classes, yoga classes, workshops, whatever we have of activities is mostly done up here. So why is it us sitting here? Yeah, it's very, pardon us, it's very hot. There's no wind.
I don't know what the temperature is, but it's hot.
Probably 30. So why are we sitting here? This is of course because we're closed down because of the quarantine that we're all in.
That's right.
Curfew.
Yeah.
So how are we dealing with that?
I mean, look, we're all in the same situation. We're all, whether we agree or not, we're forced into a situation that we may or may not agree with. Now, if we go back to the beginning, I think it was the last week of March when we were officially told to close down. there was part of me that still thought, well, Nour will be all right. We can still do these classes because people are going to need them more than anything now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the realization that we had to stop everything, no classes, no nothing whatsoever, was quite a biggie for me, I must admit. Yeah. But it wasn't long before we got online,
Yeah.
which has allowed us to sort of keep that connection going, to keep the light going for Nour, for Dahab, for people that need it. And quite phenomenally, the reach that we've gone with the lives has been quite global, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest results that that I've had with the online sessions, the reach of where it's gone.
Yeah, it's really amazing. We have people watching in India and in the States and Australia. It's really cool.
Yeah, I really love it. And that reconnection with people that maybe lived here before, or they've came on holiday or whatever.
Yeah.
And the feedback that I've received from some people is that it's just amazing to feel Dahab while they're in home isolation. That they can see and feel a little bit of Dahab while they're stuck at home. So that's really quite amazing.
Yeah.
And the demographic of people as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you, but my mum, she's loving it. She tunes in. Her mum, if you're there.
Yeah.
She tunes in at 11 o'clock to watch, and she's just loving the Kundalini breath work with everybody, and also the meditation. So that's like that's quite
really
amazing. Yeah. So
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
To have that reach.
So just to the online lives, obviously, they are done by teachers, our existing teachers here at Nour. God bless them for coming in to do these sessions and to keep what we're doing here and what they're doing, obviously, to keep that alive and to keep connection with their students and new students and globally, basically. I've been really, really blessed with them, haven't we? Really, that they've continued to
really thank you guys.
To do these sessions out of pure want to share with everybody and to keep everybody on that lightness instead of getting maybe dragged into some sort of negative space. So we're really blessed and thankful that these teachers and practitioners and also some of our international guest teachers.
This is amazing also.
I'm loving that as well. It's been a whole new page for us.
It's definitely a learning curve, and it's forced us to get out. We've been talking for a long time about getting a bigger reach than just Dahab in Egypt. So in a way, I believe there's always something good in every situation. So this is definitely one of them.
Totally.
That we, as a business, if you look at it as a business perspective, we get a bigger audience.
And I mean, I have been like a nervous, I don't know what to come live, but I've been saying for so long that I wanted to do some of these lives. And it's got me in front of the camera instead of directing from behind. So I hope you really enjoy the live sessions that we're doing and the content that teachers and ourselves are putting across, and really see it that it's just a reach for unity. It's just a reach for us staying connected with those who wish, and to see that we will get past all of this and everything will still remain the same as it was from before. But we're in this together, whether it's in Dahab or Cairo or Saudi Arabia, across the sea there, in Scotland, India, America, wherever you are, we're all in this in the same boat, and there's very little that we can really do about it. But if you have the ability, I don't want to sound complacent or whatever about this, but there's, like you said, there's always a lesson in what we have to go through, and for sure there is hardship and there is stress and there is a big mix and pot of emotions that people are going through, but we hope that by doing the lives that we offer some amount of space or some amount of light, really to your day.
I'm quite
Really?
sure from the feedback that
Yeah, I
that
hope
we
so.
are. Yeah. So, and you, I mean, you have been running this place for so many years. I don't even remember, 20?
We opened in '02, so it's about 18 years.
Yeah.
Coral Coast is 18 years now, yeah.
And is this the first time you've experienced like a total closure like this?
No, we've gone through Yeah,
Mm.
we've gone through plenty of hardships and revolutions and bombs and aeroplanes and economic crisis, pound flotation, all of these sort of things that stop you in your tracks as in a business.
Yeah.
But nothing has stopped us in our tracks like this invisible virus. The doors are closed.
Yeah.
Everything has ceased to
Yeah.
exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we're all in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody's got to have that space to really internalize what it means for them and what they can really get from that. In the beginning of all of this, it was like, okay, you know, I've been wishing for a few months that I would have just 2 weeks. Just give me 2 weeks so I can
Careful
stop.
what you wish for.
Yeah, this incessant niggling that I have, that I'm always reactive to my
Yeah.
day and to the business.
Yeah.
Let me get to the point where I'm proactive,
Yeah.
so we can really start to develop and define what it is we need to do.
Yeah.
COVID-19 hit.
Yep.
Forced to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was lucky enough to spend at some point near the beginning about a week without coming here.
Yeah.
I wasn't working on being proactive. I was really quite still and not doing very much at all, just maybe absorbing what was going on. And I'll tell you a wee story. I came back after, it was about a week, doesn't really matter how many days. I came to the hotel. So I came from the front, and the front door is locked, and it's locked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lock
So,
the door.
you know, nobody can come in. You'd be quite amazed that people still want to use this hotel as a walkthrough, even in days like this. So we had to physically block the doors to stop people coming in. Anyway, so we have another entrance tabam from the beach. So I walked around Eel Garden, beautiful beach, palm trees, just gorgeous. And I walked just a few minutes into our space, into our beach. And it was quite a powerful point for me, because it was an instant realization
Yeah.
that we were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The beach was blocked up, the furniture was all packed away, and there was no movement whatsoever. It was really quite, even the beach was beautifully combed, you know, with no footprints. You know, it's like nobody is here.
Yeah.
And that really, it was like a punch in the stomach for
Yeah.
me to think this invisible virus, this entity, has stopped us in our tracks, even though we've gone through huge disruption in the country or within tourism or whatever. There is nothing that has stopped us as dramatically as that has.
Yeah.
It was quite an upsetting time, a few minutes, let's say. I came into the hotel from there, and I seen the chaps around, you know, still going about their day, cleaning and disinfecting and doing maintenance and generally just being here. And
this is because they're not allowed to leave, right?
no, they're not allowed to go. They some of the staff went down before the complete lockdown.
Yeah.
And then we had to bring others and have them live at the hotel. During this time, they're not allowed to either go down to their villages or whatever, or cities where they come from. So the chaps are still here, wonderfully enough. Once I'd got over myself about being upset about it, I started to feel this great amount of gratitude for the people that are still sat maybe at home coming in, the lives, the staff that are still here, people that have been on the journey of what is Coral Coast. I felt real gratitude, but in the same time I felt this real responsibility that you cannot get down about this. You have to stay up there to keep things going and to keep it still alive and not get all willow and get a little bit negative about it. But like I say, I had to look around. The place was really shiny clean, it was beautiful, the light was still there, there was still a lot of love in the place, and I thought, oh my God, without all of these people that are contributing to what this is, and I felt great gratitude for them, and that really sort of took me out of, you know, dwelling on the pressures of how we're going to stay open financially, what we're going to do. It really sort of shifted me out of that and thought, okay, look at what you do have.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And whether that's physical material stuff like bricks and wood and whatever, but what was most important was it was this family, this team of everybody that makes up Coral Coast and has made Coral Coast in the past. And that real sense of people are doing this from their hearts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not forcing people to do what we want them to do. They're really genuinely coming to keep the place alive.
Yeah.
And I would go as far to say that that's not just here at Coral Coast, but throughout Dahab as well.
Yeah, I see a lot of places
You know.
that when I walk on the beach that still look really like being taken care of, which is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's not so many people out, but the town still looks.
Their hearts are still in it. They're still keeping that element alive. So yeah, my point of telling you that wee story is just that when we look outside, you know what's going on right at this moment. That's fair enough, and that's all very good to really have that element of being in the now. But when you sort of stand away from it for a moment or two, and you look and see what you do have, and what will return.
Yes.
We're almost just sat here in a pause situation. We just got to wait for it to pass, and then we can go back. But hopefully I've learned something within this time of pause. You know? And you can start to identify for yourself, okay, what have I learned in this time? It may be something that you don't like, it may be something that you really love about what's going on.
And
But
most
either
likely
way,
it's a mix, I would say.
I would
right?
probably imagine that it's a mix, but again, this global reach, this real unity between humans, as opposed to all these borders, religions, race, cult, whatever you want to be talking about, these divisions that we have. That this is the only thing that has stopped each and every one of us, no matter where we come from, what background, what colour we are, whatever. It has stopped each and every one of us, and nobody has been immune to this. But what the difference is, how do we deal with that? How do we cope in this situation? Without being idealistic. For sure, there are people that are in drastic situations,
For sure,
and we can't ignore what that is. And we really, we're powerless to do anything about that anyway. But the idea is that if we can look for one piece of light that has came from this, then it will be a life lesson. We're going to look back at 2020 and think, oh my God, what a year, or what a few months that was. So like you say, lessons in
every situation.
In every situation.
So I asked people to send in questions if they had any. And to be honest, it's been kind of a hectic morning because we had little issue with internet, broken glasses, and things that just didn't go so well for us. So I really haven't had a chance to look, but I will. I've just been quickly skimming, but so far it doesn't look like I've missed anything. But if there are anything I've missed, we will send a message and reply you.
What we did not touch on yet was things that we are doing. So we spoke about the live sessions. What we also done, initiated by a few people, was the Nour Community Fund. It was something that we were thinking, okay, so I'm going to give a figure and say 80 to 90% of people in Dahab depend on tourism. It's a tourism town, so we're all dependent on tourism. And that just ripples through from businesses to the team, the staff, the drivers, everybody that supports what is tourism.
Supermarkets, also,
Everything.
I mean,
Yeah. So we thought, okay, and a lot of these families depend on daily rates. So, you know, we earn money today, so we survive today until tomorrow, and then there's another job and another source of income. So without that source of income, there are for sure many homes that are struggling a little bit. So we thought, okay, let's just try to put these food boxes together that will help people just get by a few days, not really realising that we're now into week 5 or 6.
I think week 5, not sure.
Thinking that it was a temporary sort of measure, but amazingly enough, as soon as we made the announcement that we were going to do that, I woke up the next morning.
And that was quite funny because you were not going to publish it.
No, it was like a
meant
private discussion.
for the teachers and the private Nour family, but it ended up out in...
Yeah, I thought it was the biggest surprise. It was like, why do people know about this? They're not in our teacher group.
Yeah,
it had gone on the group.
Your page posted it.
Yeah,
purpose.
Exactly. But when I did look at it, or check my messages and stuff the next day, an amazing amount of contributions had come in, and we had enough in that first morning for 65 boxes. And each one of these boxes is contains dried foods for up to a week. So you can imagine the amount of money that really was that came in on the first night of doing that, or not meaning to, but putting it out there, but that really came in, and that was quite astounding, really. And it's continued to be, again, the reach that we get to. You know, there are people in Canada, in Australia, in Scotland, in England,
all across Europe, right?
Holland. Sorry if I haven't mentioned any country, but
local people.
Oh, amazing!
So
we, until now, we've distributed about 150 boxes.
That's wonderful.
150 homes. And we still have a large donation, which will bring us probably towards another 50 boxes.
That's good.
So we have been staggered in these because, God bless Dahab, there are other entities that do similar sort of work. In fact, there's quite a lot of people doing some amazing things with the community. So we said, okay, let's liaise with them a little bit and stagger the distribution, because we are in this for the long term. Also Friday after tomorrow we start Ramadan, so that's also a difficult time where again normally work is reduced anyway. People use that month as a little bit of a spiritual reconnection with themselves, so work tends to take second place, but there still needs to be that consistency of income and foods and all the rest of it. So we decided that we would continue with our distributions, and hopefully right throughout Ramadan we can continue to do that. We have a few people that are doing distributions, and we're asking where the families that genuinely need these boxes are. So we've reached quite, I think, most corners of Dahab, and we've also gone out into the desert regions, which are completely dependent on tourism. A lot of the elders, it's been an amazing result as in donations, but the people who are delivering, they're telling me, they're people, they're in tears, there are praise, there are prayers poured upon everybody who has donated to this fund, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to distribute at least on a weekly basis for the next 4 weeks throughout Ramadan. So thank you everybody who has contributed to that fund. It's been amazing, and know that your contribution has really reached the hearts of not only us, but obviously the people who are receiving the boxes. They're genuinely just blown away by your help at this time. Yeah, it's beautiful.
So,
We have one other little announcement that we need to just say.
yeah, that, please.
The third thing that we've been working on is a little survey. So this survey we hope to get sent out maybe next week to everybody, and this survey is basically asking you whether you're a student of Nour, whether you've visited us, or whether you've just been watching online, or you would like to see something. It's really for everybody that's connected to us in any way, and it's just asking for a little bit of feedback. I spoke earlier about there being a concept behind what is Nour. But people need different things at different times.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's not for us to say what is right and what is wrong. So it's all really about having this platform that we can provide what people need. So we need to know what it is people are looking for.
Yeah.
And the most important thing for me with Nour is that it's accessible to anybody. So yoga classes, I'm going to use an example. Yoga classes, people say, oh, but I'm not flexible enough, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. This is really not what we're all about. The idea for us, and what I mean about being accessible, is that anybody at all will feel comfortable and warmth to come and join a class. Because the minute you start with that practice, you're not going to be instantly flexible, but you're going to get the idea of what is yoga and what it's all about. It's not all about body toning and a physical thing. It's very much more an emotional or a spiritual thing. And you can really find a large sense of calm and connectedness with that. So our message is really to encourage people who have never done it before, who've never even thought that that could possibly help their personal growth, or their health, or their relationship to people, or with themselves, whatever. It really is about reaching that. So accessibility to all classes, to all types of people, is really what we want to put out there for Nour. So we come from one end of the spectrum, as in that we have an idea of what we want to put out there and what we want to promote and what we want to offer. But students and visitors and people coming to us, you also have a say, because it's you that's coming to do the classes. So it's really important that we have really good feedback and a really good understanding of what it is people want right now. Yeah. Now, we could do a survey in another 6 months and we'll be doing something completely different. But the thing is that we need to have this connection with our audience, with the students, with the visitors, that we really can try to offer on our platform what it is that many types of people are looking for.
There might also be things that are requests for or desires for that we haven't thought about.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's also an opportunity for people to give us some feedback about what they would like us to offer and have available for them. And we're happy to see what we can do about that.
I think as well, it's what we do is quite subtle. So you have people, and you will agree with this when you talk to different people that come to visit us in the reception downstairs, is that people don't really know exactly what we offer. So also, if we get requests, or from this survey we get some information that people are requesting, it may be that we already offer it, but it's just not a known modality or a known benefit of what it is that they can. It's already available. And the same thing with the retreats and the workshops that we offer. You know, sometimes people want to intensify what it is they want to learn, or they want to gain, or they want to get through, or whatever. They want to intensify it a little bit.
I don't know. Who's coming? It sounded like somebody was coming. Who's coming?
So we can also know where to send out information about these women retreats that we're putting together for the rest of the year, where Millie and I and one of our yoga teachers will be working together on certain retreats, not just in Daha but in other parts of Egypt. So there's a lot of things that we're already offering that maybe a lot of our followers and audience, they don't know about. So it would be great to maybe let you know about what it is that we are doing. But mainly to get your feedback, to see, you know, the areas that maybe we need to be looking to give you what you need in this moment. You know? Yeah. So the survey, the survey, hopefully by the end of next week, you'll start to receive it. So if you can just
receive it, are we gonna send it, or are we gonna send it to people who are followers on the page, or are we gonna send it?
It'll go to everybody.
Okay.
And there'll just be a couple of tick boxes for you to tell us if you're a local student, or if you've came before, or you haven't visited us before. So we're going to send it out by email, but we're also going to post it on the page so people can have that link to go in and be able to submit it. I'm trying to keep it not too long, but in the same time I would like to get some really good details from that, some good feedback from that. And if you could just take a few minutes to go through that survey and, you know, genuinely let us know what it is you're looking for, and whether we provide it already or not.
Good.
Yeah. So have we got no questions coming in?
No, I haven't found any. But I might have missed it because I really hadn't had a chance to have a really close look at everything. But doesn't look like it. So this must mean that
We've told them. We've
informed.
Exactly.
We've kept people informed along the way. Yeah, which is good.
Well, it's been great to be able to voice what it is, what it is, and Dahab. As soon as all of this is passed, we will be waiting here to receive you on.
I'm so excited for that day to come. No matter when it is, but I miss our people.
I know.
I mean, teachers and students, and I miss my sessions, and it's just
for you as well. Of course, you're a therapist, so you don't have that connection with your clients or with anybody.
It's really makes me feel grateful for. Well, more gratitude for it, because now that I don't have it, I really realize, wow, everything that's normal.
It's feeding you with something. Nice. Okay. Thanks, Mille.
All right. Thank you, Emma, for coming into the studio.
In the hot studio.
And have a very wonderful day, everybody.
Nice to see you, all those that have joined. And
okay.
We'll be back tomorrow with more lives. Not us. Who's on? Who have you got tomorrow?
Tomorrow is... What day is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be Thursday. We've got Sarah in the evening. Sarah with her Kundalini teachings in the evening.
Oh, I don't remember. I think...
don't worry about it.
We'll
post it later.
You will see a post from us.
All right, folks. Thank you. Shukran.